In this video, I have 3 items that will massively upgrade your production quality when you are shooting outdoors. Hey, what's up guys, Julian from smartphonefilmmakingpro.com here, the ultimate online course about smartphone filmmaking. And you know, finally the weather here in Europe is getting better, temperatures are rising, and we can now start shooting outdoors without freezing our butts off. And I have to say, I really love shooting outdoors. You know, I love the light, I love the colors, and I just really enjoy shooting outdoors, but always when I am shooting outdoors, there are so many challenges that you have to face. You know, there is wind, there are changing light conditions, and there are just so many things that you just cannot control. Because sometimes, you know, when you are filming at a location, just suddenly a street next to your location, someone starts cutting a tree, or someone starts mowing their grass, or a plane is rising, or a helicopter is flying, or whatever, and there are just so many things that you cannot control. And in this video, I will talk about 3 little things that you should have when you are filming outdoors. And the first thing that I'm talking about is called an ND filter, which is a neutral density filter. And you can think of this as kind of like sunglasses for your camera. You know, we all know this when we go outdoors from the inside and it is a bright sunny day, we get blinded. And that's actually the exact same things for our cameras. And an ND filter is a dark glass that you put in front of your lens, and it blocks out some of the sunlight and it overall darkens your image. And now you might be thinking, well, why do I need this? Because I can be shooting anyway, also without those ND filters. And the reason for that is, and the reason why you need an ND filter is shutter speed. Yes, you absolutely can be shooting outdoors without any ND filters. However, the problem is, in order to compensate the bright light, your shutter speed is way up. It's like 1/8,000th of a second. And at first glance, your videos will still be looking kind of like normal, but if you take a look at them closer, they have no motion blur at all. If you look at professional films, most of them, or the vast majority of them, are shot at 24 frames per second. And to get to the most natural looking shutter speed, you should shoot at a shutter speed of twice your frame rate. So if you're shooting at 24 frames per second, you should have a shutter speed of 1/48th of a second. And when you are shooting on a bright sunny day in 24 frames per second and you are not using an ND filter, well, like I said before, you will have a shutter speed of 1/8,000th of a second. And this will just result in an image that is not looking very natural. It's just looking super sharp and also not very cinematic at all, because that's just not what we are used to seeing in the movies. The ones that I would recommend to get are the ones from Sandmark. They have several different filters, and actually reviews about them will come very soon on the channel. And yeah, these are the ones that I would recommend because I think they are the best bang for the buck. They are not super cheap, but they are also a very high quality. So these are the ones that I would go with. The second thing on my list is a reflector and a diffuser. And the thing that I would recommend that you should get when you're starting out is a 5-in-1 reflector. You know, they have a diameter of like 1 meter or a little more, and you can get them for about 20-30 bucks on Amazon. And I cannot stress enough how important it is when you are shooting outdoors to have a reflector or a diffuser. The difference between, you know, just filming a person without anything, just in natural sunlight, and then having the same shot just with a little fill light coming from a reflector, or also maybe diffusing the sun. The difference between those 2 shots is just night and day. It is no comparison. You know, I would say having a reflector, this is what actually makes a video cinematic, and this is what makes a video look professional. You could be shooting on an $8,000 camera, but if your light sucks, your video will still look crappy. And if you are shooting on a smartphone, on the iPhone 12 or the Samsung Galaxy S21 or OnePlus 9 Pro or whatever it is, and you have some good looking lights and also, you know, some reflectors or diffusion, this is actually what makes a big difference, and this is actually what makes a video look good or what makes a video look okay. So if you are just starting out and if you're thinking on what you should invest your money into next, this is definitely the best 25 euros that you could invest when you're planning to shooting outdoors, and especially when you plan to shoot people outdoors. And the last item on my list for today is just a little wind protection for your microphone. It doesn't matter if you're using a boom mic or if you're using a lavalier microphone or just a little on-camera microphone. When you're shooting outdoors, when you're recording people talking outdoors or just ambient sounds or whatever it is that you're recording, it is super important that you have a wind protector, because almost always when you're outdoors, there is some sort of wind. And if you're not having any protection for your microphone, you will get those very horrible sounding audio distortions in your audio. So definitely check out what microphone that you are using and get a wind protection for the specific microphone that you have. And this will also massively upgrade your production quality of your videos, because having wind noises in your video just makes your overall video look amateur and also sound amateur. And that's not what we want. We are the ultimate online course about smartphone filmmaking. We teach you everything that you need to know when it comes to filming and also editing your videos with your smartphone. And no, it does not matter if you're using an iPhone or an Android phone. We got you covered anyway. So if you're interested, if you would like to learn more, we have a totally free webinar for you guys where I share the top 5 secrets to shooting cinematic videos with your smartphone. But that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed those tips. Definitely let me know what you think about them, what items that you're always using when you're shooting outdoors. But yeah, that's it for today. And make sure to check out smartphonefilmmakingpro.com, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.